Hello.
Hello,
I'm Tonya,
and I'm Aisha.
and this is the kind of last session of the series, kind of a
Culmination.
culmination. Yeah, collecting all the things together, and we've explored quite a bit the movement, our torso, the movement of our arms and hands, the movement of our feet, what can we do. But the point is to kind of explore that range and then just dance. So when we dance, we don't really think, oh, what can I do with my hands, or what can I do with my legs. It's more about the dance and the things I want to do at the moment, especially when we improvise. It's not set, so it's kind of what things are calling to happen. No, it sounds a bit, but it's everybody kind of know that, and I'm sure if you trust your intuition, you know exactly. Yes, at that moment, I want to lift my arms, and that's it. And it doesn't have to be more or less, and it's enough. And it's really beautiful. Those kind of things are really, really important. So what we want for this session. Not to be as an exercise or those kind of physical exercise, but rather let's just dance and let those things emerge. So we explore that range, and maybe at some point it'll remind you, oh yes, the kind of the deep bend that it'll just come up. So trust that it might emerge, might not emerge this time, maybe the other time, but there's no idea of achievement. I have to get my hands above my head for this dance. There's no need for that. So what we thought would be nice to do, think about phrasing movement. So we can kind of think about this composing as a kind of idea of a composing. So idea is very simple. So we start from stillness when nothing happens, but we're not dead. We can still see, can hear, can feel this sense of touch. And at any moment, when the right time comes, you start to move, and that's already a dance. So you want to move a certain way, to do something, and then when the energy of that runs out, you come back to stillness, and you really trust that moment, like, yes, now I have nothing to say more, and you can just be still. And the next moment comes, maybe so in your own time, find this moment of stillness. And how you just know, yes, at that moment you want to move, you want to do that with your hands, or you want to do that with your feet or your spine, anything. But it starts from stillness and it ends in stillness. So you can kind of understand. So the stillness moment is like you kind of understand what you've done before, and let it settle and kind of get sort of like digested or understood. And then you know what you want to do next. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's like there's no idea of being perfect, or it could be anything. Yeah. And the stillness could be as long as you like, but as long as it makes sense to you, so you don't drag it on with like kind of a doubting yourself. Do I need to start? Don't doubt. It's like if you start, just start. You finished, you finished. So there's no like second thought on that. So it's a kind of a simple attitude to it. And a clear attention. So you can, sometimes it's your head that wants to start. Sometimes it's your arms that want to start or finish. Maybe it's your feet that want to start in stillness, from stillness. Maybe it's your torso, but you don't have to plan it. Small movement, big movement, short phrases, long phrases. Phrases on a spot when you don't travel through the space. Or you can take yourself through the space. You can reach and explore a little bit vertical levels as well as going through horizontal space. So if you reach higher up, or if you go lower, deeper in your hips and knees and ankles, and you can explore this sort of a mid-range. If you want to go lower down, where you can touch the floor, different ways. So, and really important, again, it's not about achieving something. It's a kind of understand that there's opportunities and possibilities. So you might visit them if you want. But it's really up to you, and it's really what makes sense to your dance. Maybe to your dance it doesn't really make sense to go that low. And the stillness moment, really appreciate that, because it's a magic place where you don't know what's going to happen next, but kind of do know. And it's really important that you don't hold your breath, because it kind of stops you from understanding at what moment you want to move. So that's place of stillness. It's you don't collapse. You can still see, you can still smell, you can still feel, touch. Your breathing is going, your digestive's happening, the blood flow, there's loads of going on. So what you just kind of calm presence, and at any moment it can move exactly the way you want, and as long as you want, and then it's finished. And it's a dance. So in a way, it might be watched as a dance. And there's no kind of a... It is what it is. It makes sense to you. And it's clear beginnings and a clear ends. Okay. It might be kind of a lot, but what we're gonna do now, we're just gonna put the music. We've practiced that attention of having the stillness and then moving through the space in the way you want to, and then finding that stillness again. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna put the music and we're just gonna dance and let those things to emerge. So think about, now I'm just gonna dance the way I want and let those things to come. So maybe it will be just one stillness throughout the dance. That's totally fine. So don't think about it as kind of, I have to exercise these things now. And I'm not gonna say anything through the dance. So you just can hear the music and we're just gonna dance ourselves. So we'll just dance together. And make an end. Hope you enjoyed the whole series. Maybe kind of rewatch bits and kind of see how it all makes fits together. And yeah, that's the kind of the end of our class and the session. I hope you find it interesting.
Thank you.
Thank you.